Hi guys, welcome to my movie review. Today I would like to talk about one of my favorite movies of all time, which is The Departed. Okay, stay tuned. So the first thing that I would like to talk about in this movie review is the overview of the movie. So basically, this movie is about a cop named Billy Costigan, which is played by Leonardo DiCaprio, who goes undercover to infiltrate a mob gang, and at the same time, one of the gang members named Colin Sullivan also infiltrates the police department and reports on its activities to his syndicate bosses. When both sides learn that they have mole in their organization, Billy and Colin must figure out each other's identities to save their own lives. So the second thing that I would like to talk about in this movie review is the overview of the plot. So the movie begins when Billy Costigan was sent by Captain Squinnen and Sergeant Dignam to go undercover into Frank Costello's gang, and Frank also got his man named Colin Sullivan to be a fake cop to infiltrate the police department. The movie reached its climax when Billy got shot and died when he was trying to ambush Colin. And finally, the movie ends with Colin was killed by Sergeant Dignam in his own apartment when he came from the grocery store. And the next thing that I want to talk about in this review is the characters in this movie. My favorite characters in this movie is obviously Billy Costigan Jr. The reason why I like him so much is, for me, he is a very tough guy. The reason why I said that is because Billy got his hand broken when he was trying to convince and gain trust from Frank to allow him to join the mob gang. And after that, he did not quit but still continue his mission, and this just shows how obedient he is toward his mission. So right now, let me talk about the characters that I really dislike, which is Colin Sullivan. The reason I dislike this character is he is not a loyal man. For example, he shot his own boss and killed his boss with multiple shots in the body of his boss, and act innocent after that, just to make sure that his identity will not be known. He is also the reason in the first place why Billy Costigan got shot and died in the end, which is very upsetting for me. So right now, I would like to share with you guys about my favorite scene in this movie. So my favorite scene from this movie is when Colin Sullivan got shot in the head by Sergeant Dignam. For me, it is quite satisfying for me to watch my disliked character got killed by getting shot in the head, and he got what he deserved in the end. So right now, let's talk about the strength and the weaknesses that this movie have. The one thing that I really like about this movie is the song. The song in this movie just cut off abruptly. For example, in this movie, opening a door is enough to stop the song abruptly.
I'm a sailor pig, and I lost my leg!
Billy?
Yeah, it's me.
Oh my god!
Stop. Pull them off Costello. There's no need to surveil him.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I got it from an undercover.
One of the weaknesses that this movie has is it is not an action-packed movie. It is quite boring for me to watch from the beginning until the middle part of the movie because there is not much action involved between those parts. And let's jump into the next topics that I want to cover, which is how to improve the movie. If I become the directors of this movie, I will add more action into this movie because, as I mentioned earlier, this movie is not an action-packed movie. So when I add this action into this movie, it will spice things up a little bit. The next thing that I want to improve in this movie is the plot. As we all know, in this movie, Billy Costigan died in the end. So if I become the directors of this movie, I will change the plot so that Billy Costigan will not die in the end, and he will receive the Medal of Merit when he is still alive. And finally, I want to talk about my overall opinion for this movie. And for me, it is a really great movie to watch, and I really recommend you guys to watch this movie right now, because I can guarantee you guys you won't be disappointed by this movie. If you don't believe me, you can search this movie on Google and you will see a lot of review and critics about this movie. Many of the critics gave this movie a very high rating. So this just show how good this movie is. So I hope you guys enjoy this mini movie review, and thanks for watching, and bye bye.